friends, today we are going to start our chapter number 2 of your science book, that is components of the food. So, food, you already know, it is very essential for our growth and also for our energy requirements. So, food is the basic requirement of the living organisms because we are able to do any work just because of the food we eat, because it will provide us energy, and it also helps in the wear and tear of the body tissues and the nutrients. You will see that the process of intake of food is your nutrition, as we have done in your previous chapter. So what are the nutrients? You will see the nutrients are the components of the food which are present in the food and which are needed for the growth development of our body are called nutrients. There are basically mainly six type of the nutrients. So the first nutrient is carbohydrates. So carbohydrates are the energy giving foods. So you will see that the food items which are rich in carbohydrates, they provide us energy. Like main carbohydrates are your starches and the sugars. For example, from potato, wheat, rice, bread, all these food items contain the carbohydrates. There are two types of the carbohydrates: simple carbohydrates and the complex carbohydrates. And you will see that the carbohydrates are made up of the three components, that is your carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. And you will see that the simple carbohydrates are easy to digest and they provide us instant energy, whereas your complex carbohydrates, they take time to be digested and they do not provide us instant energy. And starch, cellulose are the examples of the complex carbohydrates. The another nutrient is your fat. You will see that fat is also the energy giving food but they provides us more energy as compared to the carbohydrates. The sources of the fat can be plant sources or animal sources. If we talk about plant sources, you will see that the groundnut, soybean oil, coconut oil, all these are the plant sources, and animal sources are your butter, ghee, meat, etc. And the third nutrient is your proteins. You also know that proteins are also known as body building foods because they help in the repairment of the tissue. And you will see that the sources, there can be also the two sources, plant sources and the animal sources. If we talk about plant sources, then you will see that the cereals, pulses, all these, soybean, all these are rich in the proteins. And animal sources, fish, egg, meat, all these are the sources which provides us proteins. And the vitamins and minerals are another nutrient. So we'll say that the food item which is rich in this is also called protective foods. And what they will do, they help in protecting our body from the diseases. So since we know that water is not considered as a nutrient, but it is essential for the development of our body, and it is also taken in our diet, like it is also an important component because it has in the removal of the waste products from our body. And you will also see that it regulates the body temperature also. And similarly, roughage is also not a nutrient, but it is needed in our diet because you will see that the roughage helps in the digestion, it helps in removing the constipation. So you will see that the sources which are present in roughage are like sources which are rich in roughage are like whole grains, pulses, fresh fruits. They do not provide nutrient to our body, but they are essential components. Right, the diet which contains all the nutrients in the right amount is known as balanced diet. It also contains roughage and water. And so you will see what will be the importance of the balanced diet. Then you will see that the balanced diet helps in the prevention of the diseases. It keeps us healthy and fit. It prevents us from various diseases. It also helps to get the nutritional needs and enjoy overall